15-15, good luck. So not played before, no head-to-head score. Oh, it's a new account, this. Not many games, it's a new account, so might not be an accurate rating. It should be. There's more than enough games there, but it might not be. But it's plenty of games to establish your actual level, but we'll find out as the game progresses. Okay, so we've already had this, just trying to get your pawn back. Knight up is the correct book move. They're the correct main replies, so he knows the theory and the reti. So we've just played this in the previous game. So again, he can force an end game. Doesn't. So we threaten to take and break the pawn structure, which should be good for white. It's supposed to be good for white if we get that. Even if the queens come off, this is supposed to be good for white. So castle, and then we try and work on this in the longer term, not in a hurry. So we don't want to take there. Let's just slowly develop. Rook across, pawn up. It feels stronger than a 1500. Like I say, there is a bit of a problem with new accounts at present. Not just on lichess either, to be fair. I guess I'll pre-move in case he takes. Yeah, he's found that. So this is... Do I go for a gamble here? I can get 2 pieces for the rook. Take, check. I'm going to gamble. Oh, he knows that straight away. He saw it. So yeah, this is somebody far stronger than a 1500. Playing it really well and not making the mistakes that the lower rated players make. At least not so far. I'll review it properly when the game is actually over. So he's played across there. So we could take, we can try and blockade and then bishop up maybe. I like the look of that. Let's try and blockade that pawn, rook across and bishop up. That sort of concept. We might not get it, but that's what we're looking at. Okay, so he's gone really solid there. So let's play a bishop up just to hit the pawn. If here across, and he doesn't have bishop into guard. Here we can take back. Oh, see, he doesn't have a counter target once our rook has moved off. Has he got any good counterpunch? But yeah, this opening I've played with this structure where you trade, it's supposed to be good for white, but it doesn't mean you can't mess it up. But as a principle, it's supposed to be better for white. So he has come forward, so take. If you take here, we just take. Rook up is the sensible move here. Then just trade off. Yeah, don't take any risk calculating it as blitz. Trade everything off. And we're a clean pawn up. But it is equal bishops, not opposite coloured bishops, so there's still winning chances. So it should be sensible for us to take, depending on where his bishop's going to go now. So he's gone here. So we could get another tempo and fix this structure down, or we can just take immediately. I like the idea of just taking immediately, actually. He'd probably take one of the rooks, and then it's whether he trades the other one. Yeah, he hasn't traded either, but I've got rook up, or I can just take and check. So I'm going to try and collect another pawn. So he might have to trade. But he's still very much in the game, but there is a bishop down here. Might win a second pawn or force to trade here. So bishop back, I think, is going to be winning. So take, take. King down, across, down. And maybe I go here. And it's not easy for him to get in. So I think this is winning. But it might not be. But as long as I've got a3 and his king can't get in, I think I'm better. Yeah, so he's probably calculated that already. But I still think I need to come out this way. Depends where he ends up here. I might do this, but I'm going to fix this now so his king can't get in. And if he does this, I can just counter push. So can I go here now? Actually, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. I think I have to come this way and take a risk here. Here, I think I just ignore it. I think I need to come across. But now can I go here and fix this? Yeah, I can fix it. So I'm winning now. I say it's supposed to be good for white as a principle, but don't mean you can't go wrong. If he does this, I just go up, which he's done, and then eventually he's going to have to concede ground here. If he ever pushes, I just take, so just push this pawn. Yeah, he just resigns there. I've got 50 seconds on the clock. I just run the other pawn up and keep this solid, but he was stronger than a 1500, I think. Let's just end it there. Right, let's see how we played this game in engine language. So it was 45 moves. They're the move times for both players. I'm just trying to see if I've made any mistakes in the opening, but it's supposed to be a decent line for white, this. But that doesn't mean you can't just make mistakes, of course, especially in blitz with it being low on time. Right, so there's a little blip there. So we've made a mistake here, 2.7 back to 0.7. So we've got a mistake there to a blunder. Just the one blunder. So we still played 95% versus 92%, but it's a theory that's supposed to be good for white as long as you play it correctly. But we have blundered on move 22. So let's have a quick flick through. But this is just the standard ready accepted. And then bishop up, queen up, and queen up are the main replies. So it's good to trade take back, and then you can force an endgame with black if you wish to trade the queens. Then you just got to watch out for the knights getting a bit jumpy there. But this structure is supposed to be good for white, but you want to be slow and steady and don't just fling your pawns forward to give them targets and let you undouble this. So, but in principle it should be good for white. It's just a case of figuring out how you undouble everything. So here I decided to trade. It was okay because I saw the opportunity to try and pin this isolated pawn, and it worked out pretty well. But where's my blunder? It was a blunder taking the pawn. It was actually a blunder. I should have played a4. It's not. What's the line? a4, rook to b8. See, it's a bit counterintuitive, weakening this. Then you attack the bishop. Bishop back, then b4. Okay, so I didn't see this line, which is why I didn't play it, of course, but looks far better now. Black is completely tied down here, so you just take your time with white. So that's a line I'll need to try and learn for future reference if I can, because it's not the first time I've played this line by a long way. So with this line, you should have traded. It just says rook takes here. It should have done that. I would have taken. Maybe we trade and get to the same sort of position. I don't know, but that's what you should have done there. Because we ended up trading in effect, but then I've seen this idea here. You either drop your bishop back and lose the pawn, or you trade as we did, and I'd calculated. I thought this was winning for me. It's 2.6, but yeah, you need to stay this side, which means I'll need to stay this side. But eventually, it's whether I can push with this king being able to stay in the box and defend. So it's in inaccuracy there. So I've played it pretty well. I've gone after the king, basically just shepherding the king, shadowing the king there. And I realise there's no way through for black there. If you push or just take, you're not breaking through in a hurry. So eventually you have to give way. Then in this final position, just leave everything as it is and just run the other pawn up. So it is what it is, but there was one blunder to learn from there. But otherwise, it's supposed to be all right for white, that.